Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Oh. Long time ago, Kvido, I was speaking with Marek last night and he tells me that your cousin Jared was in Lukianska. My memory's gone a little fuzzy, but I remember right, they called him the Rabbit, didn't they? He was finding new ways to break out, but could never make it past the yard. I remember after a while the screws just kept him in four piece around the clock. After that he had to eat with his face, so people started calling him the Horse. Funny how easily memories can come back once you really start thinking about them. Did Jared ever mention me, Kvido? Of course, I didn't look this pretty then. The reason I'm asking is I liked Jared. He was a good man. Rag tells me you're a good man as well. Says you can be trusted, so I have something I'd like to talk to you about. Come to my unit tomorrow night if you're interested. Talos is losing it. I was just up in his office and he was drinking again. They say he has to for the pain, but he doesn't have to watch Picker's news over and over while he does it. What the hell does defamation even mean? Marek. Kvido, we had to reset the login for Marek's computer. His daughter's sick again. I've got the feeling he thinks this is it. Password Posey45. Of all the damn days for my only assistant to be unavailable. Max. I know I'm really spamming the saves, but it's the only way I can make sure I don't end up wasting too much time. Where's this damn ebook? Yeah, that's gonna work. As soon as I... Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, level 5, eh? Grenade launcher. It's a damn shame I'm not using one of them. Now, I know there's an ebook in the room that I'm right next to at the moment, but that's not the one I'm looking for, so... Because by the description, there's one in the room with two people in it, by the lasers, which is that room. So there's one on a desk somewhere around here. According to my description. I'm surprised I haven't seen it though. Not only have I not seen it, I'm not seeing it anywhere. This is where I came up, isn't it? Yeah. It says here, upstairs on a desk in the area near the big suspended collection of television screens.
I have a great idea for now.
In there, maybe?
Ant will be waiting for Zika.
We are being framed.
No, I'm pretty sure I've been here.
That seems more like a dream now than reality.
Oh no, I haven't been here.
Just gives the world more reason to hate us.
Sorry.
Whoever bombed Zika, probably a religious fanatic.
Back to New York.
But I am trying to find this goddamn ebook. And I don't want to resort to a... I may have to resort to a guide to find out where the hell this bloody thing is. So I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Don't believe me much. At the feet of all of
Drag him all the way over here.
the strength of our convictions. We have been cast.
Unless there's a second
We are being framed.
whole load of, you know...
Accepted into the world again. I speak to all of you, not as the leader of all.
I really don't know.
Whoever bombed Zika, probably a religious fanatic.
I'm doing my best to try and find all this stuff without you resorting to guides. Oh, here it is. It's nowhere near that hanging set of TVs. The Inconvenient Org, Chapter 17, One Future for All. Right. In the nanotechnological future discussed in previous chapters lies a lesson for all of us, in that nanotechnology will enhance human capability, tapping into our limitless and magnificent potential. The human mind is the greatest computational device that world has ever experienced, not only in the impressive reach of our rational and deductive abilities, but also in our capacity for less empirical concepts such as love. Love is infinite, hope is infinite, and understanding is also infinite. When we apply to the problem of the augmentation divide our boundless capacity for empathy with our fellow human beings, the seemingly insurmountable intricacies of the situation cannot help but be revealed for the minuscule challenges they are. With solutions both simple and obvious, we have but to open our minds and our hearts, and all will be made manifest. Finally! I'm almost tempted to just cut a load of that searching out and just come straight here. Just go, right, I've been looking for this for like 20 minutes.
Talos should be live
Have you been hearing weird sounds coming from the PA speakers? I don't even know if it's music. It's more like a vibrational frequency, almost. I don't know. I actually find it very soothing, but it makes me a little sleepy too. Ask around about it if you... Okay, thanks, Pavel. I don't know, it's just things are getting kind of messy around here. I assume you've noticed all the higher-ups are really testy lately, like something's going on, and now we're buying guns from the Russian mob. It's just ARC is changing, maybe not for the better. David, well, better than our Jews ending up in some Kremlin commies personal slush fund. Are you having a problem? Or Bratva, sounds like Rucker might have landed some Bolshevik support. It's weird because everything we've been getting up until now has been diverted from the EU. So what? Practically all the fucking guns in this part of the world are Russian. Want to know something fucked up? I was just in the warehouse and received a shipment of weapons, and that had all the serial numbers filed off except for one. So I ran the number on the PCR database that black agent hacked, and guess what? They're ex-Russian military. Right, let's get that other ebook.
Near the market. Some guy killed his wife, their 3 kids, and then himself.
Yes, I heard. He was deep in debt and he thought he was doing what was best for his family.
Killing them was the best thing? Because they had no credits?
Despair makes some people crazy. They forget what's real, never mind what's important.
Sorry guys, interesting conversation, but you were lined up for that one. Hi Lisa, I need you to do me a favour. I need you to cover for me. Carl is acting strange and I'm worried he might do something stupid. I need to go to the flats tonight to check on my sister-in-laws and kids. I'll make it up, promise. Cheers, Albert. Sure thing, hopefully the family is okay. Yeah. You know what, maybe I quit. I know you'll read my updates as if your lives depended on it, but I think I've done... being the guy who runs around all day trying to get the computers to work in this dump, and for what? Before I go, here's one more for you. Police presence, blah blah blah, all codes, blah blah blah, mini storage, blah blah blah, 2544, I'm going to bed, Max. That's cool. Alright, there's another ebook in here somewhere. There we go. Talos Rucker, Chapter 12, The Illusion of Technology Solutions. Many of the propositions put before the United Nations to resolve the augmentation divide involves the application of new or pre-existing technology. The most prominent and popular of these technological solutions is the limited chip, a mandatory microchip implanted into every augmented person which will be capable of deactivating the person's augmentations in the event of disruptive behaviour. The potential for abuse inherent in such a situation is staggering. Who will define what constitutes disruptive behaviour? Then how will that definition be applied and by whom? One of the most sacred tenets of all humanity is that every person's body is his or her own. Giving anyone the ability to paralyse someone else with little more than a thought is antithetical to the very notion of freedom itself. The answer lies not with technology, which divides us, but in our humanity, which unites us. Hear, hear. Hi everyone, as Victor has asked all of us to work double shifts, the mess is closed until further notice. Instead, all meals will be brought directly to your assigned work areas. The order of delivery will be determined by a daily rotary. For today, the delivery order by sector is C, E, D, A and B. Yours in love, Unity. Well done. Alright, I think I'm ready to just get to the end of this place now. Kind of want to finish up this area before I stop playing, and I'm very ready to just stop for now. Alright, we've got a turret.
it clean. What a jerk.
Damn it! I need him to turn around. He's not coming right over here, is he?
Any dumb cop comes here. I hear you. Keep at it.
Sorry, buddy.
What was that?
Good night. Mark, enjoyed our talk last night. I know I don't have to remind you that it stays between us forward-thinking types. I love Talos as you do, but if we don't start taking an offensive stance against its oppression, we risk extinction. I have an initiative I'm starting called Storm Surge. Think of it as more of a motivational exercise, but I can't do it alone, Mark. I need strong-minded, passionate brothers like you. I have a task I need help with. I'd like you to take a trip with me. Interested? Hi Mark, Victor was having trouble with his OS yesterday, so I had him do a hard reboot to see if it would fix his system. He never got back to me, and I'm slammed down in the LQ today playing Code Fairy. The password is STRMSRG. Can you run over quickly and just check that he still had desktop? Okay. Nice. What we got? Right, Victor. Roland asked me to come down and fix the door on the storage unit. It sticks, right? Probably has something to do with all the power issues lately, but I'll run down on the keypad just in case. It might not. Talking to the actuator, I'm going to need your code though. Thanks. No trouble at all. You're a good man. Max 6889. Thanks. I'll let you know when it's fixed. We need to discuss our original agreement for the party favours I asked. It turns out it's not like moving shit through Eastern Europe. There was more trouble than I thought, which means I'm going to have to renegotiate my original quote. Ball's in your court, but I wouldn't wait too long. There are a lot of other people who would gladly take your shit off my hands, and for double the price. So tick tick, my friend, tick tock. Victor, everything is in order on this end for when it arrives, though we still need to discuss final numbers. We might have to lean on BH for reserves, but we can cross that bridge when we come to it. One other thing, Orlov is asking what you bring some of your friends along with you when you come. 4 or 5, whatever you can muster. See you in a few days, Roland. This comes to automatically sit right. Viteka, we need to talk. Viteka, you need to think about what I said. Tell me what you think. Viteka, you need to respond. That's an order, soldier. Okay, fine, but we can't just ignore this. The problem's not going away until we explore all our options. Please contact. I'll be waiting. Right, what else have we got? A drink, painkillers. sure there was a door here. Yeah. Okay. Yes, smooth operator. Can't believe it.
I'll transmit them as soon as I've finished my coffee.
Don't leave me hanging, Chicane.
You just worry about getting our man. And be careful. He's dangerous.
We'll see.
I'm guessing that camera, I can't do anything with it. There's 2 ebooks here as well, apparently. No, I'm guessing you just have to.
I'm unarmed.
I'm sure you'll understand if I don't take your word for it.
You're clearly very skilled. I want to thank you for holding yourself in check on the way in. My friends only want to protect me, but there's been too much bloodshed already.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not. After the train station attacks, I knew it was only a matter of time before they sent someone. Please, sit.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
Our mandate is to fight for the rights of the augmented. Communicate our message, offer assistance. The Ark is a non-violent organization.
All right, then this should be easy. Come with me, answer our questions, and we'll have you back here in plenty of time to film your next sermon.
I'm not a fool. If I surrender now, I'm never coming back. Once you have me, you intend to make me disappear. But I will not make Solzhenitsyn's mistake. My people and I will resist you.
I thought you were a pacifist.
I am. But I'm more than a leader. I am a symbol. That is why you wish to erase me. If martyrdom is the only way to remain a symbol, then even my death is preferable to my evaporation.
If I have to bring you in by force, I will. And your people will try to stop me. And neither of us wants anyone to get hurt, so come along peacefully. You have my word. I will do everything I can to see that you are treated fairly.
You cannot speak to me of peace or fairness. Not when your masters hide in the shadows, manipulating, controlling, murdering without the courage to proclaim their convictions in front of the rest of the world.
Right, I know I need to pick certain options because I need to win this debate for a trophy. So I think I have to go turntables. Just check, see what it's what. It's not that simple. You can't expect peacekeepers to do everything out in the open. That would be like painting a giant target on their foreheads. That's the way power has always worked, Rucker. If you haven't figured that out yet, you need to listen to people who've thought things through a few steps ahead. I need to go turntables to start.
Come off it, Rucker. You've been preaching pacifism for years from your ivory tower. Now all of a sudden your convictions are really being tested and you're tossing them away.
No, that's... Let me explain. The augmented peoples of the world have been stripped of their power. There are so few advocates remaining. The cause needs people like me to stem the tide of hatred before all humanity drowns in it.
And I need to go patronise, but let's have a look. Humanity is sick, Rucker. That's what's happened in the wake of panic and murder. The world needs time to heal, but that won't happen if we don't get a break from the chaos. Hatred goes both ways. Innocent people died in that bombing today, and I didn't see you on a television condemning that injustice.
You're lecturing me about the state of hog rights? I get the same looks. I go through the same checkpoints. And things are getting worse, so your plan obviously isn't working.
I know. And it tears at me. I have been trying desperately to think of a better way. But so far, nothing. This is a very precarious time for the movement. These attacks are making everything worse for us. My leadership position within ARC is being threatened, and I suspect the two might even be connected. Please, go back to your people. Tell them to give me 48 hours, so I can attempt to resolve the internal conflict.
Justifies next. If the terrorism is causing you internal problems, demonstrate your strength by character to ARC and everyone else by surrendering willingly. Stand by your convictions and you'll turn people to your side. Whether you realise it or not, I'm helping both you and the cause. As long as you stay entrenched in here, the anti-orgs are going to point to you as the face of the enemy. Yeah, justified.
I'm sorry. If I go back empty-handed, I'll just be replaced. Probably by someone more eager and less sympathetic. Coming in now is honestly the best thing you can do for everyone.
Yes. I suspect you are right. But can you understand this? If you were to take me from here, you would be responsible for more than my death. You would be responsible for my effacement, the ruination of the Augmented Rights Coalition, and the perversion of everything it stands for.
And finally, turn tables again. I understand that you're exaggerating the causes millions of people around the world, not just one man. Look past the fear of your own death. Nobody's going to risk making a martyr out of you. You need to take your blinders off, Rucker. You want the world to see orcs as individuals and pacifists. But what'll it take before you realise I'm an orc too? If they want you dead, they'll have to go through me.
The bottom line hasn't changed. If you come with me willingly, there won't be any violence. You now have the choice. Choose the non-violent path, or you are the one betraying the cause.
I cannot watch any more of my people die. Not on my account. You have asked me to trust you, and so I will. Before we leave together, there's something I must show you. I suspect there's a power struggle brewing within our organization. Some people inside ARC are less committed to our ideals.
Are you trying to tell me you know who's responsible for the bombings?
I have only suspicions, and until recently not even that. The evidence I have begun collecting is meager, but I give it to you. This is the key card for the security door. The evidence is inside.
Why give it to me? Why not keep it, present it at your interrogation?
Because if my suspicions are correct, and I am seen leaving here with you willingly, I may not survive to present my evidence. Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist. I was trying secretly to find out who is responsible.
Rucker? Chicane, Rucker is dead.
Come again.
I'll fill you in when I see you, which is where exactly?
There's some greenhouses near your position. Below them is a clearing. That's where I'll be. Chicane out.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. He just died.
The center. Structure. Ecology. Quality.
Alright, there's the book I want. Or one of them. Alright, Talos Rucker and Autobiography Chapter 4. Right, it was only during my tenure as patient in the augmentation wing of the Buenos Aires Hospital that I truly became aware of the fascinating range of possibilities offered by augmentation technology. I served Medicines Sans Frontiers proudly for 2 more years to repay them for all they had done for me. But for most of that period, my passion had already shifted elsewhere. I had enjoyed the enormous good fortune of meeting Hayden Suyong personally when he opened Zimbabwe's first clinic, and so after my time in MSF, it seemed only natural that I should join Lim International. At first, I concentrated primarily on the ways augmentation technology could improve the lives of the impoverished and downtrodden, but already in those relatively early days, prejudice was spreading, and so my duties soon expanded to include campaigning for lower neuropathy costs and raising awareness of anti-org discrimination. That's that one. And now there's another one.
Several financial backers were forced to pull out this week due to their involvement in an ongoing security fraud investigation.
Another one in that room that he's given me his card for. Right, Mr. Ruck, I am a divorced augmented mother of 3 who has been living here in Utrecht with her children for just over 8 months. In that time, I've had 3 different menial jobs, Twice between jobs, I found it impossible to pay for neuropozyne. If it weren't for the free clinics you and your people have helped to set up, I would have gone into withdrawal and probably worse, leaving my children with no one to care for them. Claire, my youngest, contracted dysentery during the grey water epidemic last week, and when I brought her to the clinic, I was sure in my heart she was going to die. But the antibiotics Arx provided worked, and she was saved. The world is a very difficult place, but I get to bed every night thanking God that the people of Utrecht have a guardian angel like you looking over us. Dr. Ruck, I appreciate everything you do for Ark and the Women, but you're wrong about pacifism. Non-violence has not worked for us so far and never will. You should listen to Viktor Machenko when he says superior forces is the only one thing that has ever kept the world from spinning out of control. If you cannot adapt with the times, maybe you should resign and let Ark be run by someone more suitable. Hi Talos, my name is Lily. I live in New York City and I got augmented when I was 15, just 1 year before the so-called orgasm. I want you to know that I think you are a beautiful man and not just one you look like, but your whole aura is beautiful. The way you care about people and are passionate about your ideals. I think without your leadership, the world would be a much uglier place and the augmented would be even worse off than we are. I don't know if you have a girlfriend or a wife or any plans for a family, but I think it's really important for you to think about that because we need more people like you in this world, and it would be a tragedy if you didn't leave behind someone to continue your legacy. I'm sure there would be lots of women in Europe and America who would be willing to help you carry on your line and would they wouldn't be selfish about sharing the responsibility with other women. Think about it, Lily. You always say, my friends, in recent weeks, several different quarters, I have been asked why I have not spoken out in support of the Santo Group's Safe Harbour initiative, and any reason for my silence is this: I do not support it. Regrettably, the underlying premise of Safe Harbour is that the augmented and non-augmented must live apart because they cannot live together. I cannot endorse any proposal which is predicted on and thus advances that defeatist notion. Please understand that I have nothing but the highest respect for those who are behind the initiative. They, like us, are striving to bring out about the end of violence and injustice. It is simply the case that, while the motives of both groups are noble, our judges differ when it comes to the best way to create our brighter future. Oh, I need to pick up the drink. I don't need to, but I want to. I'll let that wear off. The Inconvenient Org, Chapter 2, Hope and Uplift, Potential Unrealised. At the time when Hugh and his team were perfecting P-Dot technology en route to redefining the very face of humanity as we knew it, a fundamental mistake was committed. With only the most noblest of intentions, which we came to understanding ramifications of this new technology, proved to be the very example of damning by definition. They called the resulting prosthetics augmentations. In a very short while, this weighted term became the discussion embraced by those who sought out this technology for their own purposes and rejected with equal passion by those who opposed it. In the process, the social discourse lost all perspective of the myriad uses of augmented technology in medicine, the awe-inspiring depth and breadth of what we could accomplish. If the governments, societies and medical communities of the world would only capitalise on augmentation technology's staggering possibilities. Spoke to Phase 1 is go, Dell, orchid ASAP, then cover. Rest of cell on standby. Add orders to follow. JM. Yanis. Miller. Jake Miller. Possibly. JM. What's Miller's? Have I not just looked at that? I don't know what Miller's surname is. First name is. Can't remember. Oh, I did pick up another one. Oh, we got it equipped. Oh, hey, another praxis. Anything else in here? No. Oh, damn it. Just picked up that bloody absinthe. I'm just going to drop something. What do I not need? Okay, I think I'm about to get... Okay, right. Okay, right, there's a trophy coming up. I need to get spotted for it, so I need to make sure that I...
Was that me or you or someone else?
Somewhere over here. Here we go. I need to just basically stand around here and get shot at. Knock him out, because I don't want to die. Oh, what am I doing? I got it anyway! Whee! I died, but I got it. There you go. So basically, if you're wondering what the hell I was doing, is you basically have to get seen and run up to those cucumbers, and the enemy's guns have to hit the cucumbers. It's the most random thing ever, but yeah. It's pretty good. I want the map. Alright, I need to get out of here. I did notice there was a... No, I have to go that way. Don't know how I'm going to do this without getting seen though.